We're talking about the Paycheck Protection Program for owners of LLCs, sole proprietors, and corporations. My name is Tim Lazat. I'm the CEO at Green Life Capital and CFO 360. Well, you've already heard that the self-employed can utilize the Paycheck Protection Program, but how does that work, you might have asked? Well, if you're a business and you own a business, it's common for you to transfer funds into your personal account, but is that what's considered salary? Well, when it comes to the Paycheck Protection Program, it is not. For the Paycheck Protection Program, this is considered an owner draw, and for many businesses, your tax accountant may have already considered this to be a draw. Well, so let's talk a little bit about taxes for LLCs and sole proprietors. The LLC doesn't pay income taxes, and neither does the sole proprietor. Instead, this passes on to the owners. This is what's known as net profits. So this means as the owner of an LLC or sole proprietor that you pay taxes on the net profits. Now, to be self-employed, if you're a managing member of an LLC, you're considered self-employed. The same is true for owners of sole proprietors. Thus, as you pay income taxes or self-employment taxes on these earnings, that's what the Paycheck Protection Program is looking for. So when you're determining your salary for the Paycheck Protection Program, your payroll costs for the Paycheck Protection Program will be the earnings that you're taxed on. Now, draws are not going to be included here. So on the application, you look at your net profit for 2019. If you're a multi-member LLC or even a single-member LLC, look at your K1, specifically at the self-employment income that's reported on line 14. Now, remember, you must be a managing member, so investors who get a K1 are not going to be eligible for the Paycheck Protection Program. If your net profit's negative for some reason, you should probably consider the economic injury disaster loan instead. So what about a C Corp or an S Corp? And a lot of LLCs, they organize themselves as C Corp or S Corps for tax purposes, but this is also going to apply to any C Corp or S Corp as well. So the important thing here to know is that you receive dividends in this case, which is not considered salary. Or it's also called a draw or a loan or a return of capital or a distribution, which are all not considered salary. And you should be paying yourself a reasonable salary through payroll and remitting payroll taxes on that amount. So when determining the salary for the Paycheck Protection Program for corporations, it's limited to the wages that you're taxed on in payroll. It will not include draws, distributions, or loans to shareholders. It's basically the salary that should be on the W-2 wages. Well, what's the role of accounting? The Paycheck Protection Program requires you to self-report your payroll numbers or your net profit if you're self-employed. These numbers are going to be critical to the amount of loan that you can get. And the best way to fill out your Paycheck Protection Program application is to download your payroll report or talk to your CPA or your payroll provider. This will give you the information that you need. You'll need to be able to prove you spent the funds on the appropriate categories. It's also highly important that you keep accurate records after you've been approved and received the Paycheck Protection Program. If you're self-employed, the best thing to do is to get your bookkeeping done for 2019 and at least January and February of 2020. This is going to culminate into your annual income statement and show you your net profit. If you don't have a reliable bookkeeper or accountant, consider using CFO 360. We provide this and much, much more along with CFO oversight. And for more information on navigating the CARES Act, the Paycheck Protection Program, or the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, contact CFO 360 today. You can call us at 702-867-9400. 1944. You can visit us on the web at glifecap.com and look for slash COVID-19-support. It's on the Green Life Capital website. It's under the CFO 360 section. Thanks for listening, and we hope this helped.